Hi,
Hi.
Jade.
Okay. Yeah, you sound very good now. Welcome back here. Yes, we just finished the first part of the webinar today. Um, just followed by, we are going to have our second half of the session tonight, which would be Ecole Ferrieres from France. And we have Andrew. Andrew will introduce us what does it look like to work and study in a castle in France. Let's welcome him.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for joining us today and taking out uh, your time from, I'm sure, a very busy holiday season already. For those that don't know me, my name is Andrew Garrido. I'm the International Recruitment and Development Manager here in Ecole Ferrieres. And today, I'd like to talk to you about um, your opportunities in studying, living in France, and working in the magnificent world of hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury here in France and in Europe in general. So, first off, I know you keep on hearing hospitality, luxury, gastronomy, but what does it really mean? What is it all about? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, the literal translation, the definition of hospitality is the treatment, reception, or disposition of people, hospitable, emphasis on that. And secondly, it's the activity of business of providing services to guests, hotels, restaurants, bars. But to be honest, for me personally, I'd like to define it as the art and science of welcoming people. Why does it matter then? Hospitality. Back in 2019, we received around 1.4 million tourists worldwide. They spent around 1.4 billion US dollars, creating around 319 million hospitality professionals. And this doesn't include secondary industries that are in place to support the gastronomy, hospitality, and luxury worlds. Like, let's say that.
I was saying there was 319 million hospitality professionals in the industry in about around 182,299 hotels worldwide. And fun fact, there is estimated one hospitality establishment opening every 8 minutes. So that means by the time we finish here, there will be around 3 or 4 hospitality establishments opening, might be in Mexico, in Peru, I don't know, in Taiwan, hopefully. And what does it all mean? Because worldwide, there will always be people that are qualified to do receptionist job, housekeeping job, or a server in a restaurant. But studying in hospitality in a good hospitality school, we're not expecting you nor teaching you to become one. We're expecting you to become at least an entry-level manager. And that's where studying hospitality in a good school comes in. There will always be a skilled talent shortage in this industry. So why hospitality in France? Why choose France? Because there's a lot of countries that you can study hospitality. In France, we offer high quality programs, including, of course, hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury programs. There are around 70 universities, 200 business schools, and 3,000 specialized schools, including us, Ecole Ferrieres. As an international student, you'll be receiving the same rights, same degrees, and same benefits, just like any other European or French, for that matter, students while studying here in France, including the universal healthcare system, which, by the way, is considered one of the best by the World Health Organization. One of the main problems that we're seeing in Europe in general and in France, that people don't really know that there are programs taught in English. So in France, nationwide, there is estimated around 1,400 programs taught in 100% English. That includes our programs here in Ecole Ferrieres. And of course, France is well known for its quality of life, the work-life balance. And it's in fact as well considered 12th best of the Western developed countries. And the most obvious point is that leading companies in hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury are located here in France. Either they have their main office or satellite offices. They can be found here in France, like Cartier, Chanel, Hermès, Accor, Louis Vuitton, of course, La Durée, and Paul. I think you might know that. So basically, they're all located here in France. And why hospitality is very important here in France then? In fact, during 2019 again, France and Paris is the first tourist destination in the world. Basically, we received around 89.4 million visitors, creating around 8.8% value of the GDP, translates around 56.2 billion euros, generating 2 million jobs directly or indirectly, like I said earlier. There are 45 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the city of Versailles, the Château de Versailles, the city of Paris, the city of Bordeaux, Pont de Gard, Loire Valley, and there's more on the tentative list, around 40 or 50 submitted to become the next World Heritage Sites in the years to come. And like I said earlier, France is renowned for being one of the finest in the world of hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury. And that's where Ecole Ferrieres comes in, the School of French Excellence. I'd like to show you a small video. So that's just the screen, a short preview of life here in Ecole Ferrieres and how it is to become a student of Ferrieres. Going through Ferrieres, I'd like to talk to you about 4 more important points about Ferrieres. First, as you've seen in the video, we are located in an exceptional setting in the 19th century Château de Ferrieres. We are the preferred school of hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury professionals. In Ferrieres, we offer unique educational experience. It's triple dimension partnerships with the biggest names in the hospitality and education industries. And to me, honestly and personally, this is the most important point that, in my opinion, is lastly and more importantly, is that we provide exciting opportunities in sectors that are in constant development. Like I said, hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury industries. When I say exceptional setting, this is what I mean. We have our own Ecole Ferrieres ecosystem, which includes obviously the one in the video that you've seen, the Château de Ferrieres. It's considered as one of the most luxurious, most up-to-date chateaus during that time. in France during the 19th century. Inside, we have multiple restaurants. This is the restaurant Gastronomy Le Baron. We also have our bistronomic restaurant Le Chien, just located in front of the chateau. As you've seen in the upper left corner of your screens, we also have Hotel Parson. It's our own 4-star hotel, which has its own swimming pool, spa, and an Italian restaurant, L'Oregano. Just on top of Hotel Paxton in the same area, we also have Biomonde. It's an organic grocery where we support local producers. We invite them to come to the shop, sell their products, and of course, make a proper living in what they're doing and producing. Inside, we also have our own brand of pastry and baking shop called Madeleine by Ferrieres. On the middle upper center part of the map, you can see Les Ateliers. It's where most of the classes happen, depending on the class size and your program the chosen program, may it be the pastry program or the kitchen cuisine, hot kitchen program as well. And on top of these facilities in the ecosystem Ferrieres here in Ferrieres, we also have restaurants in downtown Paris called That's Life. It's another Italian restaurant. We also have multiple hotels, not just here in France, but also in Spain, in Barcelona, which has its own swimming pool, spa again. And it will be the same location, just in front of the actual hotel. We'll be opening the Campus Ferrieres by 2023, 2024. And not only we have one, but 2 chateaux. Our second chateau is located down south, next to Aix-en-Provence, for people that have been to France. It's a wine and olive oil producing estate. So all these facilities are open to students, and these are given access to our students to for them to gain experience before they even start their careers in this industry. So the localization of the school is basically we're 10 minutes away from Disneyland. So for kids at heart and for just shopping lovers out there, next to the Disneyland complex, there's the biggest mall in Europe, Val d'Europe, and it has its own outlet shops as well. We're around 40 minutes, let's say, by public transportation to Paris downtown, and depending where in Paris. So by car, it's around 30 minutes, like let's say. But knowing Paris, just like any other capital cities in the world, there's traffic. And if there is traffic, it's around 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, sadly. Ferrieres is also well located because we are equidistant between the 2 biggest airports here in France, CDG, Charles de Gaulle Airport, and Orly Airport. CDG is more on the long distance. So if you're coming from Taiwan, most probably you'll be landing to CDG. And if you're exploring the region, if you want to go to Morocco or just cities here in France, it will be Orly Airport. So it's the perfect base for you being an international student for exploring the different cities in France, the different regions here in Europe, and basically have access to the world from their very own ecosystem here in Ferrieres. When I said we are the preferred school of hospitality, gastronomy, and luxury professionals, we have a sponsorship committee that includes most of the general managers of top hotels here, what we call Palace hotels, 5-star hotels plus. Executive chefs as well of different restaurants, Michelin star restaurants, like Gerald Pasida, he's a 3-star Michelin chef, and our very own Chef Michel Roth, he is a 2-star Michelin chef, Bocuse d'Or winner, and a Meilleur Ouvrier de France awardee as well, and he is currently the executive chef of our gastronomic restaurant Le Baron, and of course decision makers of luxury houses here in France like Cartier, and most importantly, Christian Mante, he is the general manager of Atout France. It's the tourism agency here in France. In Ferrières, we also offer a unique educational experience, which revolves around positive education. We are the only school in the world that focuses on positive education. Basically, positive education is a philosophy where the development of the personality, of your overall well-being is put in the same level as your academic learning. We do this by offering different programs depending on your career path and your professional project after you study with us. We offer a 3-year bachelor program, a 4-year international bachelor of business administration. We offer a full, what we call here in France, Grand Ecole Curriculum Cursus Honorum, which is 5 years, which combines both bachelors and masters in one program. We also offer master's program that is accessible for people that didn't necessarily do hospitality for their bachelor's level studies. And we do also offer short programs, certification programs, depending specifically on the job that you might want to do, like pastry, cuisine, being a receptionist, sommelier. We're going to talk about it a little bit in more detail. So the bachelor's degree, like I said, we offer a 3-year program. And the 3-year program, which we call Bachelor Ferrières, is more focused on the operational side. And it offers 7 different specializations, again, depending on your chosen career path: culinary arts, events management. We offer a 4-year bachelor, we call International Bachelor of Business Administration. And it's more on the international managerial side, because for your 3rd year during your 4-year program, you will have internationalization. Basically, you'll be able to do exchange programs with our different partners all around the world. And there is, again, 7 different specializations depending on your career path and basically where you want to go for your exchange program. For the master's program called MSc Ferrières, it's a specialized master's for people that are coming from hospitality background that did other hospitality schools. It's 18 months, but we do also accept people that are coming from bachelors of literature, languages, religion, or whatever that doesn't have to do with hospitality. But in order for you to be able to join, you'll have to do a 6 months operational internship before integrating into our master's program. So it may it be in a Paxton here in Paris, in France, or Paxton in Spain, or in one of the hotel or partner hotels worldwide as well. There is, again, 7 different specializations, again, depending on your career path and depending on the chosen specialization. We also offer double degree possibilities with the 2 biggest and well-known business schools here in France. They're well placed in rankings: Schema Business School and Grenoble École de Management. And like I said earlier, we also do offer short training programs depending on specific jobs in the industry, like being a professional cook, a pastry chef, baking chef, being a sommelier, receptionist. So basically, these are certification courses for people that really want to join the workforce as soon as possible, and not for people that are really not academic and just really like working with their hands, moving all day and being in contact with students. This is the program for you. And just to show how it is to be a student in the short training programs, I just like to show you a short video. basically to the best craftsman here in France. It's basically the highest honor that any craftsman in their chosen field can receive in their lifetime. So basically, when you see someone that has the blue, white, red flag here in their colors, it means that they were voted by their peers during that specific selection that happens every 3 years or 4 years, depending on the crafts. And where our students had an opportunity to be able to help out in preparation of these magnificent masterpieces that you've seen earlier. In addition to that, and everything that we've been going through, the different points, like I said earlier, the most important point for me personally is that Ecole Ferrieres provides exciting opportunities to our students. So we do this even before you start your career while you're studying with us by offering a program for accelerated professionalization, what we call in short PAP. Basically, as we have our own ecosystem, which is another specificity of Ecole Ferrieres, you'll be able to do the different jobs in the industry even before you start your first internship during your first year. So basically, you'll be able to go through the different important departments in like any other hospitality structure, like receptionist, housekeeping, service, restaurant service, events management, cuisine, pastry. And this is done because for you to be able to explore, to experience, and to know the world of in the hospitality industry yourself. We believe we have a saying here that in order for you to become a good manager, you have to become a better follower. I know I said earlier that we're not training you to become a receptionist, housekeeper, but it's still good to know the job of the people below you, that the people that you're going to be managing in the future. So that way you understand them and they understand where you're coming from, and you'll be able to manage them well. We also do offer work and study opportunities for our students that are in last year of their bachelor's, or for people that are joining our master's program, which means that in France, you are legally allowed to work 20 hours per week above your studies. So that can give you an extra pocket money, or for you to be able to go to Spain during the weekends, explore Marseille, go to the Christmas market in Strasbourg. In Ferrieres, the different internships as well. And in every year, you need an internship to validate that year. These are just examples of our students that did their internships worldwide, basically. Like I said earlier, for our master's degree programs and for our bachelor's program as well, we do offer different exchange programs with our different partners worldwide. These are just for the moment, but we are currently building partnerships in Canada, USA, Spain. We already have, but additional partnerships, Mexico as well, and Russia. As you've seen earlier, we have the ecosystem. So obviously in the Chateau, we do host events, conferences. I was going to say congress. So basically they need people to help out during these specific events, so that there are extras or part-time opportunities as well, where you can earn additional money also. And very quickly, there is a very important point there, is that we do offer 100% employability to our students. Historically, within 6 months, even during the COVID crisis, we were able to place them 100% in the industry within 6 months. There is a small footnote there that even if you're international, we can still try it, but we cannot guarantee it. But see, if you have the French nationality or European nationality for that matter, or a valid work permit as well, we can even guarantee that within 6 months. And doing that, seeing our partnerships here in France and internationally as well, these are just some of the examples of our amazing partnerships, not just in the industry, not just in the hospitality, but also academic and institutional partners. In fact, once a semester, basically twice a year, all these partners come to the school in the Château de Ferrières and present and have some like a career fair directly with our students, where our students can talk to the human resource directors, general managers, where they have, you know, Q&A sessions, roundtable sessions, where they get to interact with each other, and our students can directly apply for their internships, or even our alumni for their for job opportunities in the future, basically. And to show you how it is during these days, I just like
Qu'est-ce qu'on attend des étudiants de Ferrières? Je pense que c'est d'abord la passion pour le métier. On a besoin d'éléments qui vont pouvoir s'investir et surtout qui vont pouvoir travailler avec le sourire, aimer ce qu'ils font, parce que c'est d'abord à travers le sourire que justement tout se passe.
Alors on sait que quand on vient dans une école comme Ferrières, ce sont des étudiants qui ont un savoir-faire et un savoir-être. Donc quand on vient ici, on s'attend effectivement à avoir des personnes qui connaissent le produit, qui sont passionnées par leur métier et qui nous font transparaître leur passion à travers les entretiens.
To finish off, I just like to take you in a small trip down south of France in Château d'Orgon. That's basically for me. If you're interested in joining our master's program, the next intake is in 1 month, January 2022. Again, I'm Andrew Garrido. Here's my email, our website, and if you have any questions, if you'd like to download the brochure, if you'd like to follow us in our social media networks, just feel free to scan the QR code. And I believe now is the Q&A session.
Thank you, Andrew. Let's see whether we have any questions from the audience board. Oh, you have some example questions here. Yeah, like probably would you mind to introduce us? What would be the application look like? For example, where can they do the application and how long should they wait? Is there any like what would be the evaluation is done? Or what would be the preferred qualification you want to see from the applicant?
Very good question. Thank you so much, Jade, for that. So basically, we make it as fast and easy for our future Ferrieres students. Basically, they can apply directly through the website by scanning the QR code that's shown in the screen right now, or sending me an email directly. Basically, the documents, again, it's as simple as it can be. Basically, we just need your CV, resume, motivation letter. For the bachelor's degree programs, we need your high school degree and diploma. High school transcripts and diploma, sorry, and your passport. For the master's program, basically the same, except we need your bachelor's degree and bachelor's transcripts. For the short programs, it's even easier, just 3 documents: motivation letter, resume, CV, and your ID or passport. For the specific specializations that you're currently doing in your high school or your bachelor's, it doesn't really matter, because in hospitality, just like any other hospitality schools, we're not really looking, of course, academic performance is still important, definitely. And having the degree or the high school diploma or bachelor degree is still mandatory for us. But we mostly look at your motivation, your personality, how you are as a person, and basically be yourself during the interview, because that's the easiest way for us to see who you are really. What else I wanted to add? Yeah, basically, once we receive your application, we move as fast as possible as well, because visa application with Campus France or the French embassy can take some time. Roughly, we say around maximum is around 3 months, but it could be earlier, as if you have all the documents and your availability is open, that you can do the interview with the French embassy as soon as possible. I would say minimum around 2 to 3 weeks, maximum 3 months. As you've seen earlier, the next intake for the master's program is January. The next intake for the bachelor's is in September 2022. And the next intake for the pastry, cuisine, and the short programs is in October 2022.
Of course. Well, how about okay, we have another question here. I will just go back to that later on. So is there any double degree with like schema, or I think there will be some with GM business school in France as well. I think there's all this interesting hospitality innovation program with schema. Would you mind to talking about this program, or probably introduce more like how they can apply for the program, or what would be the procedure?
Thank you again for your question, Jay. So basically, in Ferrieres, we do offer double degree opportunities for our students in the master's level. Basically, depending on the specialization, like Jay just said earlier, for if you want to do this schema double degree option, you need to do the luxury, hospitality, and innovation specialization in Ferrieres. Basically, what it is it combines the world of hospitality and business management in one program. Basically, having innovation and tradition by having this magnificent chateau, and also the newly constructed campus of Schema in Suresnes in Paris. Basically, you'll be able to study basically just like any other business school programs. Basically, like in Ferrieres as well, you'll be doing hospitality management, human resource management, accounting, financial management, marketing. But at the same time, while you're in Ferrieres, obviously it's going to be specialized and focused in hospitality. And in Schema, it's going to be more on the general overview of the industry. Okay. For GARRIDO, we call the management, which is GEM. We call it for short. It's basically any other specialization except for LHI, the luxury hospitality innovation. You can have the possibility to do the double degree with GARRIDO called the management. But in order for you to do this, you need to do an additional year with them. So basically, it will be longer. But at the same time, I believe it's also better for you as a student, as a professional, so that either Schema or GARRIDO double degree options is actually very good, because it opens up the world to you, both the hospitality world and the business world at the same time. So you get the two different perspectives in these two massive and global industries. So it is a very good opportunity if you're able to do it. If I may suggest.
Students submit the application to Ferrier, or is there any like independent program they should apply for?
So if you do want to do the specializations, all you need to do is apply to Ferrier. And normally we process all the applications with the different partnerships that we have worldwide. You don't have to do anything about that. Just, of course, obviously there will be opportunities for you to talk directly with the schema admissions team and admissions team when the time comes. But as I said earlier, our master's program is 18 months and the specialization is only on the second term. So you will have time to discover these different options available to you, and you'll be able to discuss with the members of the academic team here in Ferrier and in the different various partner schools. So you get to really get the feel and to discover if this program is specifically for you.
Also, would you like to talk about the tuition fee or the general living cost as a student at Ferrier?
So the tuition fee for masters or bachelors, it's basically the same. It's around 9,200 euros per semester. And like we discussed earlier, we have around 2 semesters per year. So for bachelors, it's around 18,400 euros per year. For the masters, as it is just 3 semesters, it's roughly around 27,600 euros for the duration of the studies. For the scholarships, we do have different possibilities for that. We do offer needs-based or merits-based scholarship because we have the pleasure of and honor to be able to work with a private foundation that gives scholarships to our deserving students. So basically, it will depend on the quality of your file, your application file. Second, your professional project, what you want to do after studying with us, and how can you be the best ambassador of Ferrier. And lastly, the financial capability of your family for the merits, the needs-based, and for the merits-based, your academic performance during your high school or your bachelor's program before. The cost of living in France, generally, it's basically in average here in nationwide, because although we are close to Paris, we are still outside. So I would say it's fairly affordable compared to studying in Paris. I would say around 800 to 1,000 euros per month in addition. And this includes your accommodation, cost, food, local transportation. Obviously, it will depend on your lifestyle. So if you'd like to party at night, you want to go out in a restaurant every evening with your friends, obviously it's not going to be enough. But the 800 to 1,000 euro range is already comfortable living for any student here in France.
And also there are some say housing subsidy from the French government as well, so the student may also take this into consideration.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Jade. Good job with research. So here in France, even if you're an international student, there are subsidies for you students that are available as long as you do all the necessary paperwork. It will be around 170 euros to 200 euro maximum outside the price of the apartment, and it depends on the price as well. Apartments here in Ferrier, as you've seen in the map earlier, I will show you quickly. It's just in the housing apartments are just in front of the chateau, basically the white part. You can see the buildings. It will be around 350 to 500 euros, depending on the size, depending on the facilities, and depending if you're open to sharing the apartment with other people. But of course, you'll still have your own room. So it will be around, the minimum is 350, and you'll still get around 150 or 200 euro, 170 euros, let's say, of aid. So that greatly helps in our international students. And being a student here in France, in Paris, basically all the museums are free as well, and you get different discounts, various promotions being a student. And of course, being next to Disneyland, we also offer special packages for our students.
Mm. Yeah, I think scholarship could be the interesting issue. Also, since you mentioned it's based on their performance, their merits, their grades. So does that mean it's eligible for like newcomer or say new student to apply for? Shall they submit it when they are applying for any program at the same time, or it's they should apply for this scholarship after the first semester at Ferrier?
Very good question again, Jade. Thank you. The scholarships are open to any student that are currently admitted or subscribed to Ferrier. So basically, you need to apply first to the school, get accepted, and then we can request for your scholarship, because as I've said earlier, it is not from us, it is with a private foundation.
Right.
So you need to properly build your file, for your application file, get admitted, and then you need to build another file for your financial aid request, basically, which includes, of course, the proof of income of your parents, of your family, or if for our master students, your personal income before your grades, build a proper motivation letter or request letter for the scholarship, and the committee will, of course, determine how much or if you even get a scholarship or not.
Regarding the application, is it a say first come first serve basis, or like it's gonna be for example, if they fail for the first time, can they resubmit for the program again? Resubmit their application for the program again.
Perfect. Thank you so much again for the question, Jed. So basically, unlike other hospitality schools, Ferrier is not, even though we have this huge ecosystem, we are not a big school. We have around 350 students per year. Around 30% of them are international students. So basically, what I'm saying is that the slots are very limited. We accept students like around, for our bachelor's program, around 60 maximum per year. And given the current situation, even we are obligated to reduce the number to provide a safe studying environment for our students. That being said, I highly suggest applying as soon as possible, because it is based, even the scholarships, both the needs and merits based scholarships are first come first served basis as well. What did I answer a question yet? Yes. Was there another point?
So yeah,
Perfect.
I'm thinking whether it's like quota or limited number, but you just mentioned it, so
exactly.
Okay.
So for the short program, it is like the scholarship is available for any of our programs except for the very short ones, like the 3 months or the 4-month programs. But besides that, it's open to all our programs.
So degree,
And-
any degree program.
Exactly, degree or the certification programs.
Certification.
Even for the pastry program, although it's a certification program, it is 7 months, so it is available for the scholarship as well.
All right.
But take note that the scholarships will never be able to award 100% scholarships, unfortunately. So it will be roughly an average around 20 to 30%.
Right.
Depending on the financial capability of your family again.
Uh,
And just to go back to the point of the partnerships, Jade, as long as when you're doing the partnership program, the exchange programs with our partner schools, you don't need to pay anything there or additional fees. You are still paying the fees here in Ferrier.
Right.
Obviously, you just need to pay for your housing, your accommodation, if ever you move countries, or if you stay in France, obviously you take care of your traveling expenses. But besides that, it's all included already in the school.
Right. The concept is the same. Like
Yes.
if you're
basic.
Exchange to other schools, you still pay to your home university or home schools. Yeah. All right.
Exactly.
Pretty clear.
Exactly.
Do we have
For
any?
for help for the specific question, my example question that who can help me with the visa application? Basically, here in Feria, we have a dedicated office that helps our students, international students like you, with the visa application. They provide all the necessary documents. Even after the visa application, when you're able to receive it, they'll be able to help you find the accommodation here in Feria, open your bank account, get your French mobile numbers as well, and basically all the administrative process that you might need to do. In France, the visa is a personal application. Basically, it's not like Switzerland that you have to go through the school. So as a student, a future student here in France, you need to apply personally, you yourself. We cannot do it for you. We can just provide the documentation that you need, but it is still a personal application.
Yeah, like since when okay, let's take Taiwanese student for example. They have to go to the Campus France, Taiwan to apply for their visa. With some provided document and the offer from Ecole Ferrieres, but you're gonna do the interview, do the whole procedure of application by yourself in order to get your student visa to France. Just some more information for our audience here, in case you are not sure. Otherwise, if you are not sure about visa application procedure, you can also find Chinese information on Campus France, Taiwan's website. They got pretty complete information you need. They also have free consulting where you can ask your questions.
And I'm here if you have any additional questions as well for that. And as Jade is saying, Campus France and the whole team is available for you.
I think that's all we have so far for today's session. But since we have, you also mentioned there will be some like online interview or online, it's a consulting meeting like they may make use of.
Of course, definitely. By scanning the QR code in your screens right now, you can also schedule a private meeting with me directly as well, or a member of our team if you don't like me for some specific reason. I don't know.
It won't.
And also you'll be able to apply directly if you're already ready to apply, but just by scanning the QR code. And also if you want to see the latest news or happening here in Ferrier, just like yesterday we had an amazing event yesterday evening where we lighted up the chateau because it's the start of the Christmas season, official start of the Christmas season. So it is very magnificent. You'll see some pictures, and soon they will be publishing the video in by YouTube. So watch it as soon as you can, because it is a really magnificent event. And I hope you, as a future student here in Ferrier, you'll be able to experience it next year, December 2022.
Yeah, it's some preview of their campuses, your campuses in the future. So just see what the life is like at Ecole Ferrieres, and what all those events or activity you might be involved in the future when you get enrolled. Okay, thank you, Andrew, for giving us a lot of information tonight, and we hope these help all our students to plan your study further. And if you have any question, of course, just like Andrew mentioned, you can scan this QR code on the screen, ask your questions. Please feel free. I think they are all happy to answer you and give you suggestion you are not sure. Okay. Some farewell words for our audience from Andrew.
Again, thank you so much, guys, for being here. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much, Jade, and the members of the team, and of course, Campus France. And I'm looking forward to meeting you and seeing you here in Ecole Ferrieres in the future.
Of course.
Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you. We look forward to see you again.
Have a nice
Thank you for
evening.
joining us tonight.